Hey, what's going on, guys? ETP coming at you guys with another video today, and I've got a 2016 draft class update video. Haven't done one of these in a really long time. Obviously, with the 2015 draft process and the off season going on, I've had to focus a lot on putting the finishing touches on my 2015 class, which is now fully done. I did an update video on that a couple weeks ago, and then with free agency and stuff, my off-season roster obviously released right after the draft, and the support on that has been absolutely insane. I really appreciate that a lot, and that took a lot of hard work and effort and time. So I haven't really been able to focus on my 2016 class too much since back in the spring. But recently it has gotten some updates, and it's definitely gotten some updates since the last time I made a video about it. So I'm just going to go over that in this video. But man, I'm really excited to share the details about what I'm going to be doing for 2K16 with my draft classes. There's a lot of stuff in the works. I've learned so much this year. Going into 2K15, I didn't even know I was going to be making these draft classes. So, I just kind of started it up and put it out there. And I learned so much about how to make the rosters and draft classes better throughout the year, how to make the players look better, how to make them play better, how to be more efficient to get this stuff out faster and make the updates better, all kinds of stuff. It's absolutely insane how much I've learned about it. And judging by the leaked Gamescom footage, it looks like the Create a Player system is going to have that same general base in 2K16. So I'm actually really happy about that. I've got a lot of stuff in the works to be, planned out for 2K16, and I can't wait to share the details with you guys about that. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for some little inside things, and then I'll start talking about it more in depth once we get into like early September and stuff. But we'll go ahead and jump into this. As you can see, we're almost to 500,000 downloads on the class. That is pretty awesome. But some of the newest updates I've done, as far as like just smaller updates, I changed some jersey numbers. Like for Ben Simmons, he's going to be wearing 25 at LSU. He wore 20 in high school, so I changed that around. I updated some heights and weights as well, like Henry Ellenson. He's listed at, I think, 6'10", 230 on his recruiting page and on Draft Express and stuff. But he is actually listed as 245 now on his official college basketball player page. So I just go by ESPN for the heights and weights. I was going by Draft Express, but it's a really inconsistent system to go by that because there's so many different types of measurements. I mean, guys get measured at the Hoop Summit, and they get measured at the Nike Skills Academy, and they get measured at USA Basketball, and they get measured at the pro days and all kinds of different stuff. It's crazy. So you get a lot of different measurements. So I just go by ESPN to keep it consistent because that's what 2K uses for their official roster. But those were the smaller updates. I also updated, added some guys in. Dragan Bender, who's going to be a top 10 pick. Big time international prospect. He's actually from Bosnia, but he plays on the Croatian national team. So I put it as Croatia. But he's going to be kind of one of those guys like you saw with this year with Porzingis and Hazonia, guys from overseas that are kind of mystery guys, but they're really talented. They get drafted highly. He will be a potential top 5 pick going into 2016, so it'll be interesting to see how he develops. I also added in Jamal Murray, who committed to Kentucky. He reclassified. This was a very popular player to request. Obviously, most of you guys like Kentucky because they're one of the best teams. So anytime, some news comes out about Kentucky, I get a lot of requests about them. Same with Duke and all those, historic programs that are, historically really good. So I put Jamal Murray in there. He's another guy that's going to be a lottery pick most likely. Zhu Qi, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but from China, I added him in. He is currently projected, I think, top 15, so we'll have to see about him. Definitely a really active player. Obviously, he's super tall at about 7'2", 7'2" or 7'3", I believe. Obviously, there's a cap on the creative players, which I really hope is not in 2K16. I hope for my players they cap you for height, depending on position, but I really hope they don't cap creative players because next year I'm going to have to create Mamadou Injai from UC Irvine. He's 7'6", so if you cap you at 7'2", that's going to be kind of annoying. So hopefully they don't do that. I'm really excited for 2K16 to see what they have in store though. Damian Jones from Vanderbilt, he's actually the newest guy I just added in. I added him in 2 days ago. 7'1" guy, right up there at about 7 feet. He's definitely a really solid prospect as well. and it'll be interesting to see how he develops. I believe he's going into his 3rd year. I could be wrong, but we'll have to see about him as well. And then some other guys. I don't think I've added in anybody else. You know, I did all those updates, moving guys from 2015 to 2016 a while back, but I'm pretty sure I covered that in a different video. But that's essentially it for these updates. Oh, just one more little update. I changed Chris Obekpa's college to UNLV because he's transferring there. I just updated that the other day right when the news broke. So that's pretty much it for the updates. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I think the class now has about 65 players in it, so if you're using it in my league, you most likely will not get any, you know, randomly generated players drafted. I'm still not 100% sure about that. I haven't tested it out too much. I know for a fact using my 2015 class you don't get any randomly generated players, but there is a small chance you could in this class, which is unfortunate. But it is set up so, you know, the top 60 or top 60 plus guys in this class are real players, so hopefully you don't run into issues with that. But thank you guys for watching. Again, I can't wait to share more details about what I'm going to be doing for 2K16. There's a lot of stuff in the works. I'm really excited about it. Can't wait to see more about the creative player. Can't wait to see more about the system. Can't wait to see the hairstyles, the facial hair, the body types. That's going to be huge, obviously, with the body scanning in the game. Hopefully they allow you to change body types of creative players. And something I didn't cover in that Gamescom video a few days ago that was pointed out by somebody on Twitter was that you can see in the image, I'll actually go ahead and bring up the image right here, you can see that it's got the back half of the word tattoos on the My Player Creation screen, which is really, really big. That's something new that we didn't have in 2K15, so hopefully for regular creative players you can add tattoos this year, and hopefully the tattoos look really, really good, because that's something we didn't have in 2K15, and that would add a lot to the creative player, obviously add a lot to the draft class and stuff like that. There's just a whole bunch of stuff I hope they add, and I'm really, really pumped for it. Can't wait to see more. So thank you guys for watching. Again, make sure to follow me on Twitter. I don't know if I talked about that, but if you do want to see more updates on these classes and more updates about what I'll be doing for 2K16 and stuff like that, make sure to follow me on Twitter. That's also far and away 100% the best way to contact me if you have any questions and stuff. So go follow me on there if you are not already. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.